Whoa. Apparently not.
The One Piece awaits, a treasure untold. Boundless possibilities, stories unfold. Noxiddar cheers as Luffy sets sail into the unknown where legends prevail. The Grand Line calls a place of wonder. Adventure awaits, lightning and thunder. I am Noxiddar!
Hey everyone, how's it going? Noxiddar here, and welcome to the next reaction of One Piece. Today, we're starting with episode 84. I'm really excited to get right into this. I finally got my glimpse at Chopper, or at least the Chopper that I've seen everywhere, even including the 4 years that I lived in Japan. When we first met him with Dr. Kudaha, it's like a literal reindeer with a hat on, and I'm like, that's Chopper? And then we see like Butch Chopper, you know, saving the day there at the last minute. And I was like, that's Chopper? And then finally there we get a little glimpse when Nami comes to, and we see a very scared, tiny Chopper. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's Chopper. So I'm looking forward to getting to know this character beyond just the marketing material and things that I've seen so far, and also our live action tease that happened during Netflix Geeked Week. So without any further ado, let's get right to our reaction. Oh, I like that little shake there in the animation. That's fair. Oh, got a little sass to him. I like it. I think you might need a doctor too. No one's asking that, Dr. Kudaha. No one. Oh, that's right. They're doing some really neat animation tricks. I always love to point those out. Sometimes it's just the perspective of the shot. Other times it's like kind of showing, you know, Chopper in and out, kind of hiding, kind of not hiding there at the doorway. Just little things like that always just tickle me. And sometimes it can make it really difficult to focus on what's going on. But it's just such a magical way to tell a story. And I think what I like about it is that I get the sense that these still images within the manga are being breathed new life and coming to life. And that's something that I'm also really looking forward to, because One Piece, watching through the anime, is still pretty fresh for me. That when we finally get a chance to see the One Piece, to be able to do those kind of comparisons and style over, you know, storytelling, and then I'll have the manga right there with me to even kind of compare and, you know, check notes. I think it'll just be really interesting. It's like nerdy stuff like that I'm super into. Is okay. Anyways. Wow. It's quite a unique bedside manner you have there, Dr. Kudaha. Man, he is just mummified. He really did give it all. He really did give it his all to get to the top of that mountain. Yeah. Oh, wow.
仲間なんだよ。
Man, that is intense.
チョッパー、治療だよ。腹減った。
Naturally. Now you know he's coming too.
鹿肉のシチューは鍋でコトコト3時間。程よい柔らかさになる。
Oh boy. What the heck? Oh my gosh. That's chaotic. Don't cook him.
ナミ。ナミさん。お前良くなったのか。おかげさまで。驚いたね。あいつらもう動くのか。なんなの？あの鼻の青い喋る鹿のぬいぐるみ。あいつが何か。名前はチョッパー。ただの青鼻のトナカイさ。トナカイは喋らないわよ。
Just a reindeer with the blue nose.
ただのトナカイと違うとすれば。違うとすれば。俺は食い物じゃないぞ。
Yeah, show him.
奴が人々の実を食べちまったってことだけ。人々の実。悪魔の実ね。ああ、奴は人間の能力を持っちまったトナカイなのさ。あいつには私の医術のすべてを叩き込んでや。ゴムをおやつに食ってや。
I think he'd be quite chewy. I hope they can find him. Hey, he sure missed a lot when he was on the boat. Man, they are determined to get that meat. It's so chaotic.
ありがとう。あんたが看病してくれたんでしょ。うるせえな。
Whoa.
人間なんかにお礼を言われる筋合いはね。ふざけるな、この野郎が。なよ、バカ。そんな、本当にもう感情が隠せないタイプなのね。
Apparently not. This place looks so cool. I can't wait to see how they visualize it in the live action. Well, it was largely abandoned. Whoa, that's like an RPG inventory. I like how it cuts from the chaos back to the calm. That's so good.
どこらの旗持ってるのか。船についてるわ。海賊に興味あるの。ねえよ、バカ。ねえよ。バカ。わかったわかった。ごめんごめん。あんたも来る？おお。海よ。一緒に来ない？そしたら私も助かるわ。船に医者がいればここに3日もいなくていいでしょ。俺はトナカイだぞ。人間なんかと一緒にいられるか。俺を見て怖くないのか。俺はトナカイなのに2本足で立ってるし喋るし。何？あんた私を怖がらせたいわけ？青っ鼻だし。
Nothing wrong with that. Something wrong with that though. You gotta watch out.
私のいない間に許可なくトナカイを誘惑か。あら、男を口説くのに許可が必要なの？いらないさ。持って行きたきゃ持って行きな。あいつは心に傷を持ってる。私でも治せない大きな傷さ。この世に生まれた瞬間に群れと親にも見放された。青っ鼻だったからさ。あいつはいつでも群れの最後は一人寂しく離れて歩いた。生まれたての子供がだよ。
Wow.
そしてある日、悪魔の実を食っちまって奴はいよいよ化け物扱い。
Yeah?
あいつを激しく追い立てた。もう完全に普通のトナカイじゃなくなってたのさ。それでも仲間が欲しかったんだね。今度は人として人里に降りた。だがその姿もまだ完全な人型じゃない。どういうわけか青っ鼻も変わらない。
人、行くよとだ。危ないぞ。子供たちは早く家の中へ。
Oh. And he's still pretty much a child at this point? A baby?
何が悪いのかわからない。何を恨めばいいのかもわからない。
この化け物！
ただ仲間が欲しかっただけなのに化け物と呼ばれる。もうトナカイでもない。人間でもない。
So he was essentially trapped between two worlds. I've got friends who live in Japan, and they came as a husband-wife duo, and they had their children in Japan. And that, I don't know, in some kind of weird way, it's kind of like that, where you're not exactly Japanese, but your ties are to that land and those people and where you grew up, and at the same time you're not really like fitting in with people back home, because you don't have that connection there apart from your parents. And so just living that duality between not quite fitting in here and not quite fitting in there, I can see the forced isolation that, going back to One Piece, of course, the forced isolation that Chopper has probably placed on himself. So I'll be curious to see how Dr. Kudo at least won his trust over enough for him to want to be her companion. So, wow. I expected that there was some kind of shape-shifting here, but just from the onset to be abandoned because you're different is unfortunately still a current topic of conversation, even in today's world. That's wild.
あいつはね、そうやって一人で生きてきたんだ。お前たちにあいつの心癒せるかい？
スノーバードのひなだ。まあ扉閉めりゃ落ちるわな。
それで閉めらんねえのか。
The transformation in the prince. It's just like little clever visualizations that I love.
なんだありゃ。
トナカイで
モコモコで
チビで
でかくなって
バケモンで
Yeah, he definitely didn't need to hear that right now. Poor guy.
面白い。サジ、あいつ仲間にしよう。
You couldn't have led with that? Oh my gosh. So that's our introduction to Chopper, and it was way more chaotic than I thought it would be. I thought this would be like a happy... I thought Luffy would lead with that first. He always finds everything so fascinating, regardless of whether it's like personally dangerous to him or not. So, okay. All right, let's see where this goes. I'm glad that Nami is at least starting to feel better. And it's good to see everybody on their feet, although it's pretty sad that they found Dalton without a heartbeat, but I don't know. Listen, they got me with Dori and Brogi, and I thought that had ended in its way, and then it turned out not to be the case. So I'm not too quick on this one, all right? I'm learning. I'm being taught how to find the rhythm in the voice in this storytelling. All right, episode 85. Let's do it. Peter Parker, eat your heart out. Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker.
さすがバケモンだ。でもコストどうなる？
Why, Luffy? Just help him.
お前、俺の仲間になんねえか？めちゃめちゃ気に入ったんだ。
仲間
海賊になるんだ。
海賊なんて全然興味ないし、仲間が欲しいと思ったことなんか。
I just want to point out how adorable that like crooked, confused, disgusted kind of look in responding to Luffy. I don't know why I love this facial expression. It's so emotive and expressive for a rather simple, set of lines and ovals in here. But it's just like, it's crazy how much emotion is expressed through like Oda's style and Oda's creation. I know I talked about this in a previous video when I was anticipating and getting ready to start reacting to the anime, is like how there's like emotion through motion. By the way that this is animated, by the way that this facial pose is, you can kind of intuit that the wheels are moving upstairs, that there is motion, that this isn't just like a form of like static expression, even in these like small movements or the lack thereof, because of the way that the face is that expressive, it infers like motion. It's so weird. I have no other way to describe it. Ever since I watched the Super Eye Patch Wolf video and kind of came to that conclusion, that's been something that I kind of just a little bit take for granted, but I don't know. It really struck me here with this particular face that Chopper's making. All right. I realize that's a weird place to just stop and kind of dwell on it, but it's really cool. It's the little things that I really try to use to accentuate the bigger ideas and the things to take from the reaction, make it more of an active participation instead of just being a passive audience member. All right, let's get back to it.
仲間ね、あいつにとってその言葉がどれだけ深い意味を持つのか。一人だけいたんだよ。心を開いた男が。そいつの名はドクター・ヒルルク。
Ah.
チョッパに名を与え息子と呼んだヤブ医者だった。
I saw that name come up in the casting for season 2, so I was kind of wondering when that name would have some place inside the story, and it seems like that's what we're getting to right now. No pants. Ooh.
医者狩りも大詰め。この国にはもう私とお前しか医者いないそうだ。ワポルは躍起になって私たちを追ってる。それでなくてもお前はこの国の鼻つまみも最低のヤブ医者だからね。
医者狩りなどには捕まらねえ。ではいずれ医学でこの国を救ってみせる。橋の上に誰かいるぞ。
またおヤブ医者。
二度とごめんだ、追いはぎ医者。
Kind of seems like he has a bit of a reputation.
俺は絶対捕まらねえぞ。一人でも多く。
It seems like his heart is in the right place, though. Just maybe not his reagents. Of course he sees a gun there. Was that from the blood loss or the trauma?
それがチョッパーとヒルルクの最初の出会いだった。
それでどうなったの？ヒルルクに拾われたトナカイは。
何？お前喋れるのか？なんで3日も黙ってた？
I love this music.
喋ったら嫌われると思った。この前人間に話しかけたら撃たれた。トナカイが喋るのは変だから。
Ah, the skull and crossbones. Yeah, of Dr. Hiruluk's. And then asking about Nami and their Jolly Roger. Okay, I'm starting to put that together a little bit. I see.
恨むなよ人間を。この国は今病気なんだ。病気の国の治療などできるもんかと人は言うだろうが、俺の発明が完成すればこの国は救われるんだ。遠い西の国に一人大泥棒がいた。そいつは心臓に重い病を持っていた。ありとあらゆる名医を訪ね治療を受けたが、誰一人治すことはできない。死を宣告された男は苛立ち荒れながらある山を通りかかった。とそこで生涯見たこともない光景を目にした。
Was that the Sakura? Yep.
いっぱいの鮮やかな桜を見た。
There was a bunch of sakura trees next to this kombini at the high school across the street. And so every time I would go to the convenience store, the kombini, and pick up like onigiri and different stuff like that during those spring couple of weeks, I guess, right? For like the Hana Matsuri and things like that. It was just so beautiful watching the cherry blossom petals just fall to the ground or just, hang out in the trees. The castle that was in the city that I lived in, Matsue, it was an entire just orchard surrounding the top. So there was like a moat, and then up the wall at the very top, there was like this orchard of sakura trees. And so late March, early April, it was like the most beautiful and picturesque place to be in all of Matsue. And yeah, so that's quite a nostalgic imagery for me, for sure. Huh?
感動によって男の体に何らかの変化が起きたんだ。つまりこの世に治せねえ病気なんてねえのさ。俺のことを誰がどう言おうとも、俺はこの国を医者として救ってみせる。だから全ての病気に俺はこのドクロを掲げたのだ。
Oh, right on.
不可能をものともしねえ信念の象徴だ。これを掲げ海賊のように俺は戦う。
Yeah, that's gonna have a lot of connotations for him.
海賊って何？
海賊か？
Oh, cool transition.
海賊は海にいるすげえ奴らさ。鍛え抜いた巨体、わしのような目、これは空を割るイカズチだ。
あー、本当に海賊か？そうだけど。海賊は楽しいぞ。歌うしな。歌う？そんなのが海賊か？そうだ。冒険がいっぱいだ。冒険？海賊はやっぱり冒険すんのか？当たり前だ。海賊は命をかけて冒険するんだ。すんげえ奴らにたくさん会えるぞ。
海賊はいいぞ。海にはとてつもねえ奴らが5万といるんだ。お前はいつか海へ出ろ。そうすりゃお前の悩みなどいかに小さいことかよくわかるぜ。お前の生まれたこの島なんて世界から見りゃこんなんだぜ。
本当？
いやもっとだ。こんなんだ。お前の明日はあの海の向こうにあるんだ。
楽しい時間はあっという間に過ぎた。
Uh-oh. That's a long drink.
別れの時はやってくるのさ。どんな人間にも。
全治1年。これでお前の治療は完了だ。じゃあ達者でな。さあ出てけ。好きに生きろ。俺は研究で忙しいんだ。俺にはもうおめえの面倒を見る義理なんぞねえのさ。
ドクター、俺はもう絶対迷惑かけないから中に入れてくれよ。ここに置いて。俺友達いないし行くとこなんてないんだよ。ドクター、ドクター、ドクター。
チョッパー。
見てドクター、怪我した。見て。どうしてドクター。
行け。海へでもどこへでも二度とここに帰ってくるな。
There's definitely got to be a reason for that. What a change.
ほら死ぬだろう。あと何日生きられる？
診察なら断るよ。お前に私に払う診察代がない。
教えろ。
教えてやるよ。お前は10日後の午後5時死ぬ。楽になれる。
あと2日で完成してやる。30年続けてきた研究を俺はこの国に桜を咲かせてみせる。この世の全ての人間は救うことができるんだ。それを俺は生まれたこの土地ドラムで証明したい。俺たちは似てるのさ。せめて最後にお前に教えてやる。この世に不可能などねえ。おめえにだって何でもできるんだってな。
It's a good message.
二人の物語は悲しい結末を迎えることになるんだよ。
見せてやるぜ、奇跡の桜を。
That's a horrible place to end it. So, I was told that the best way to experience this was to do 84, 85, and then 86 together. And I'm already feeling a little start of a lump in my throat, and it would be very much a disservice to all of you and to my emotional well-being to just let it lay there for the next time. So let's go ahead and watch episode 86. Yeah, stop pestering him. I will say, Nami's proposal to have him join the crew was probably a lot less damaging on his psyche than the way Luffy has approached this. Naturally. Yeah.
なんとかってキノコが何にでも効く薬になるとかならないとかで。
This little guy's just having one heck of an adventure. Even I'm bowing. Oh boy. Ooh. Ooh. That's like way bloodier than I thought it would be.
お前どうしたんだ？
キノコ。薬。
お前それ俺のためにか？
生きてよドクター。医者になりたいんだよ。医者のやり方を教えてくれよ。俺だって戦うんだ。海賊のようにトナガイにもなれるかな。
なれるさ。なれる。お前は立派な医者になれる。お前はこんなに優しいじゃねえか。医者狩りは順調に進んでおるか？医者は追放済みでございます。ほとんど。あと2名ほど捕まっておりません。ありがとう。国民にお触れを出せ。20が全員。
アミューだけどスープうまい？
かーまず。良薬ってのはまずいもんさ。聞いてる証拠だ。やった。ついにやった。これだ。この反応を30年待ち続けた。やったぞチョッパー。研究は成功したんだ。間違っちゃいなかった。この冬島に桜を咲かすことができるぞ。出かけるのはじっと寝てるんだ。
わかった。
じゃあな、お前はいい医者になれるぜ。俺が保証する。
イッシーとエンティンがぶっ倒れたって話だろ。バカバカしい。今日は何しにここへ来たんだい？
実は頼みてえことが。
ああ、そりゃ断るね。
まだ何も頼んでねえぞ。俺が俺の30年、やっと完成した俺の医学だ。国の病んだ心も癒せる万能薬さ。俺の代わりに桜を咲かせてほしい。
バカな。なぜ
それともう一つ、チョッパーに医学を教えてやってくれ。あいつは医者になりてんだ。
いい加減にしな。
あいつはトナカイだし化け物だが、きっと立派な医者になれる。頼む、医者にしてやってくれ。
厚かましいにも程があるよ。妙がないなんて理由で同情が引ける相手かどうか分かってるはずだよ。出ていきな。
Quite a bedside manner.
らしくないじゃないか。ヒルルクきらめちまうなんて。あのバカまさか。
むちゃくちゃだね野郎。ロープウェイを出せ。城へ連れて行け。
What is happening?
ヒルルクはどこだい？逃げなくてもいい。お前のことは知ってる。
ドクターなら元気になったから町へ。
元気になんてなりゃしないさ。あいつは今の医学じゃ治らないんだ。
そんなことない。見てこれ。俺飲んだからもう大丈夫なんだ。何すんだ。
このバカトナカイ。
Oh my gosh.
そのキノコはね、お得だよ。口にしたら半日も生きちゃいられない。それでかとバカ。
そ んなはずないよ。ちゃんと本で調べたんだ。その本をなくしちゃったけど。
Wasn't there like a fire that was playing a second ago? And then like once she fell to her knees, like the way the silence just kind of took hold of the moment between their dialogue. That was really interesting. I gotta go back. Yeah, you can hear it crackling, and then
それでかとバカ。
it's little details like that that really drive that emphasis. And in this way, they kind of bring all your focus to what's being said, even though your focus would already be there. But this is kind of like the absence of it makes every sound that you do pick up like hit with that much more emphasis. That's really clever. I like that. Oh gosh. Oh no.
お前の気持ちが嬉しかったのさ。図鑑のところは猛毒の印だ。嘘じゃない。覚えときな。優しいだけじゃ人は救えない。食いたきゃそれなりの知識と医術を身につけな。手がなけりゃ誰一人救えないんだよ。バカだね。
ワポロ様、ヒルルクがこの城へ向かっています。かかった。まあ、アバじゃない。
I was not expecting Gregorian chant right there. Damn, that really hits different. You know, we've had incredible sad moments, right, of loss and anguish, but to have, I don't even know how to best describe it. It's like a unstoppable tragedy. The machinations for a cruel fate are now in place, and you just have the wheels turning, and there's no more time. That's... Ow. Poor Chopper. That does. That hits different.
患者のところへ案内しろ。イッシー20を救いに来た。
まだわからんか。わざさ。イッシー20はこの通りピンピンしてるわい。前はここへ死にに来たのさ。ドクターヒルルク、守備隊、構え。
なんだよ。よかった。病人はいねえのか。
構うな。処刑しろ。
やめておけ。前らには俺は殺せねえよ。人はいつ死ぬと。心臓をピストルで撃ち抜かれた時、不治の病に侵された時。違う。猛毒キノコのスープを飲んだ時。違う。人に忘れられた時さ。
Right.
俺が消えても俺の夢は叶う。病んだ国民の心もきっと救えるさ。なぜに泣くドルトン。同じだろうか。受け継ぐ者がいりゃあな。
おいおいドルトン、てめえ何泣いてやがる。
He gets it.
もうすぐここに化け物がやる。安心しろチョッパー。お前のキノコじゃ俺は死なねえ。まったくいい人生だった。ありがとよチョッパー。
Oh. Oh, he's going full Terminator.
ヒルルクの死を笑ったことなら私が詫びる。及ばない力では君の犬死にだぞ。この国の犠牲にはなるな。
逃がしたなドルトン。
黙れ。まだわからないのか。この病んだ国を救おうとしたたった一人の男が今死んだのだ。救おうとした優しい医者が死んだのだ。
あんな男が一人くたばったからなんだ。
この国のたどるべき道は見えた。滅ぶことだ。
医者を教えてください。お願いします。俺に医者を。俺が万能薬になるんだ。だってこの世に治せない病気はないんだから。それから6年、トニー君はあなたのもとで。
私のすべてを叩き込んでやったよ。
ドクターリル、
やっと帰ってきたのだ俺様は。
あの邪魔口。ドクターリル、大変だ。ワポルが帰ってきた。
I think I was holding my breath there at the end. Try to hold it together. Oh my gosh. That moment where he's running up and then you see like that purple hazy like flashback and the absolute absence of sound is just... It's fine. Oh my goodness. I hope you're happy. That's, I think, what people were looking forward to. I'd kind of heard that Chopper had a pretty emotional backstory, but now I know. That poor little guy. What a rough life. To feel like so isolated and then feel so welcome, and then even just that moment of being forced out, right, to try to pursue, to see what life has to offer you. That there's almost like a touch of Zeph and Sanji in a way. Don't let your life just be living this form of isolation. My gosh. I feel like I have a lot of emotions circling around in my head, but I will say this. These 3 episodes, chaotic, tragic, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the dynamic in the crew. It's not just that these characters are welcome into Luffy's crew, it's that there is a recognizable need for each other. And so to get Chopper's like full breadth in his backstory like that, and to see how he needs Luffy and crew, and how Luffy and crew need Chopper, and just that kind of like harmonious circumstance, if you will. It's such a beautiful thing to see. It kind of feels like we reduce a lot of the nuance and complexity and just kind of package it down into a serviceable term like friendship. But it's so much more than that. A mutualism, a symbiosis that exists between the need for a skill set, but also the need for that companionship and that sense of family and completeness that you can only get from a friend who has your back, that is loyal, trustworthy, and true. And you know, those are the things that I just admire so much about One Piece. You know, things that I can see within my own life that I can reflect on and aspire to be and to take with me into my everyday world. It's so good, man. I love this show. I need to catch my breath though. that was pretty heavy. That was surprisingly heavy. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just rambling at this point. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. This is Noxiddar out. We'll see ya.